You might want to get back on your boat, seafarer. The dead are crawling from the sea and they have overtaken the docks. Zombies? Oh, such a crude term. These Ranetu are the remains of sailors who shipwrecked off the coast. No, you are an outsider. These are not your ancestors. And as such, there is no dishonor in striking them down. I do not know. And I fear we have only made the situation worse. We thought we could contain them. We built... My fellow guards will not strike the Ranatu either. Jesmin, Pirjin, and Emidal.
More was mercy. What have I done? I was just trying to defend myself, and now I have committed the greatest dishonor and brought a curse down upon my family. This Ranetu caught me. He was trying to bite me, to eat me. I tried to fend him off, but he jerked, and his head ran against my blade. But what about stopping this Ranetu from getting into the city? What about the other guards?
Great Rutger, if this be not your will, send me a sign. Blood and honor. I have always had faith, but never have I... You are here to fight the Ranetu? Praise Rutger.
Please, no! Go away!
No, none of us are. The Ranetu are going to kill us all. It is not fair. I am too young.
Finally, someone who's not afraid to do the dirty work. Someone to clean up my docks. I watched you from... Damn. The poor bastard. I told them I told the guards that they were going to... No, we're not all so hung up on our beliefs. Can't ignore the tradition, though. Not unless we want fruit thrown at us, or worse. Regardless, right now, I do. I overheard the necromancers. Their leader is calling the dead from the sea with some kind of dark ritual. If you can disrupt the ritual, that I do not know. I heard them mention the warehouse at the west end of the docks. Maybe the ritual is there.
Whoa, where in oblivion did you come from? The boat? Did you just dodge past all those walking dead? Really, not good. Whoa, where in oblivion did you... What would you have me do, stranger? You realize our people and my guards are very superstitious about this kind of thing? They will not... If there is, I certainly do not know them. But we must make sure King Faharajad is aware of the situation. With this... Thank you, Seafarer. It is better if I remain here to supervise as best I can. But I know the dead are sacred. It is what the people of Alik'r have always believed and always will. Just as we respect our elders, so do most people here deem them to be sacred law, not superstition. Even King Faharajad must respect our customs. If he were to ask his people to do... These dark arts are not practiced by our people. But yes, we have experienced the plague of necromancy in the past.
You will die, and then rise again to serve me!
The Ranetu have returned to the sea. The docks will soon smell of dead fish. I am too. It has been many years since the plague of necro... Thank you, Seafarer. It is better if I remain here to...
Now is the time. The dead have returned to the sea, yes? The kind that would help fatten Ildani's purse. Yours too. This one sailed in... Where there are wants, Ildani provides, but the Sentinel guards don't approve. They seized this one's wares. Ildani. Guards are holding Ildani's wares in the customs house, on the hill overlooking the dock. Laws in Alik'r are so strict. So many things are banned, but shouldn't... No problem. You've heard of skooma, yes? Makes people happy and harmless as long as... Ha ha ha! Ildani knows well how to slip out of... Bandari are very special tribe of Khajiit. We lost our homeland many generations ago, so now we travel, not just in...
Wounded. Need help. According to Section 16 of the Sentinel Docks Trade Regulations, this is a restricted area. It is, and we're on high alert right now. A Bandari smuggler named Ildani escaped from the guard, and we suspect she might try to reclaim her contraband. If you see anything suspicious, at the moment I am. My partner stepped away to go moisten the sand. But if you're planning to pull a fast one, know I am authorized by... Downstairs? Just now? Damn it! That has to be Ildani. I could catch her right now, but according to Regulation 12, I can't leave my post. Those monkeys won't escape me.
Did you find Ildani's wares? You do spotless work, Walker. Now the goods must be delivered, though. Ildani worries that the guards might be looking for her. You are so kind. You think Ildani is sleek, yes? We use a code. Just say, Alik'r is so hot. I'd rather...
Don't even think about it. If you try to pick me up and give me a kiss, I'll bite your nose off. I'm an orc. Don't laugh. It's true. Of course not.
I'm sorry, my friend. Yes, it's unseasonably warm from here to Bergama. The coastal wind's blowing. Excellent. I was starting to wonder if Ildani finally got her tail caught in a trap.
What is your dream? You want to be stronger? Not again. Tell me he doesn't want a refund. Why do... In a manner of speaking, yes. He complained about feeling like an outcast here in Sentinel. He wanted to be faster and nimbler and to feel like he fit in. What does that... This is not fair. Ingredients cost money.
Onishi cannot afford to give away free potions. Onishi has just finished preparing 2 potions for other buyers in town. Deliver them, and we have a deal.
Progress is slow, but certain. And in my mind I see a...
Where is she? I bet that... It's about time. Hand it over. She promised me my hair. Don't tell me what to do, peon. I
bring an...
don't feel so good.
What is this rat doing in here? Get out!
How dare you!
You're not getting away that easily.
I hope you're enjoying your stay at the Sisters of the Sand. At last, my patrons were getting... Wonderful! It's just the thing to take the edge off it.
What is it? My husband has just returned home from the tavern. He is very hungry. Oh, praise Zet. I've waited so long. I asked Unishi to make... Oh, yes! Unishi told me...
Where is my meal, woman?
Coming right away, dear. This works.
It's about time. This better be good. This tastes different than usual. What? What have you done to me? You witch!
Onishi is pleased to see you again. Onishi gives people what they want and nothing more. You have done the same for me. So here, take...
Free! If you're looking for assistance, you should... I understand. I also. Thank the gods. Better late than never.
Very good. This one knows you want...
The horses are resting.
With all respect, Your Majesty, this proves our suspicions were well-founded. You should have heeded my father's warning.
It is not the place of the dishonored. Welcome to Sentinel Wayfarer. If you've come about the docks, rest assured I already know. Necromancers, practitioners of the most vile magic, and the bane of the Alik'r desert. It has been many years since we faced such a threat. I hope the rumors about several years ago. A diabolical necromancer named Satura led an army of undead against me. Undoubtedly. But I suspect the attack at the docks was merely a feint. That is the challenge I now face. The people of the Alik'r desert, even those in Sentinel, are superstitious. Then your visit is fortuitous indeed. My own son, Prince Azar, has been investigating the rumors about the Withered Hand. He is a bright young man, but he needs help. Yes, that is likely. General Thoda is my chief military advisor. He is also a practical man who places security. General Thoda is a trusted advisor and a good friend. He has heard the rumors about the Withered Hand. It's quite a tale, and I cannot do it justice now. But the battle against Satura was the most difficult of my life. The Ashaba. Where do I begin? They walk among us, but I have not called on them. I've even disregarded their warnings. You must understand. The common people despise them. To call on them again might cost me the crown. Yes. The greatest threat the Alik'r faced from the undead was in the First Era. They are our greatest hope, for no matter how great a threat the Withered Hand may pose, they cannot even compare to the necromancers of the First Era. They uphold the covenant with the Divines. As long as we consecrate the dead in the name of Tuatha, they cannot be raised by even the most powerful necromancy. It is not an ancient Yokudan custom, but a tradition that developed in the desert. Human remains decay slowly here, and our people came to believe their ancestors' corpses were sacred. To harm one, of course. You see, the culture of the Alik'r evolved around this ideal. Many of us today
from Alik'r. You roughed up so many of my bravos. Tamriel is a small place, after all. I just returned from Alik'r myself. No! You realize what this means. Not one moment of relaxation, not one. And the Sentinel docks? The nerve. But it sounds like some... Uafa and Alisan are the sons of that old bastard Satura. They're calling themselves the Withered Hand as a fear tactic. I knew them when they were boys. Exactly. He knows more about this business than I do. That's for sure. My guess is that he's with the girls at his seraglio by the North Wall. I know what you're thinking, but it's not because the prince is some kind of ladies' man. The girls help him gather information. My hope is that Prince Azar might have a lead on where Uafa and Alisan have set up their headquarters. Or better yet, we all do. Satura was one of the king's viziers, kept his little hobby a secret. I tried to train them in swordplay. Uafa and Alisan along with Prince Azar.
I should have tried. It was a nightmare. These savage men burst into the seraglio. They struck down the guards and even sweet little Rohiba. And then No, yet another way in which I failed. I should have followed them out into the street. I'm such a fool. Maybe someone else out there saw them.
Prince, someone help! They took him!
That way.
They took the prince.
I tried, but they got me with their evil magic.
I don't recognize you, but under the circumstances, I'm certainly glad. Ah, so you do know who I am then. Did my father put you up to this? I don't wish to seem ungrateful, but you should know that kidnapping me was just a distraction. The Withered Hand. They've been planning this, from tunneling into the impervious vault. This tunnel was just one of their attempts. It's a brilliant plan, really. The gate... Undoubtedly, they're hoping to steal the Anse wards. With the wards, Uafa and Alisan could become unimaginable. Let's head south. There's a ladder leading up into the city. Go on and tell me.
Word has reached me of what happened at the seraglio. I told Toda you'd come through. I had a feeling about you, right from the start. Tell me, though, where Blade's Edge? How could they? Would that actually work? I can take guards to the impervious vault, but we're going to need help. from the Mages Guild. When you reach the Mages Guild Tower, speak to Gabrielle. She understands the need for discretion. Of course. If you were not raised here, you would not know. The Ansei Ward, or perhaps the protections, are not so evident. The Ansei Wards maintain our covenant with Tuaka. If we consecrate, our priests perform the consecration ritual at funerals. But if the corpse is lost, this is not possible. Additionally, Satora was it would be unthinkable. With the Ansei Wards, the withered hand could...
Hey, I know you. We killed that crazy old necromancer together. Angoff. Are you joking? Take a crack at that place ever since I heard the name. Wait a minute. Did Simone put you up to this? Necromancers? Ansei wards? Fascinating. Count me in. So we just need to break the seal?
Take your time and browse, my friend. I'm sure you'll find I have what you've always... This is for Gabrielle, isn't it? She's a regular. In a city like Sentinel, we Bretons have to... I'm sorry, but I'm out of stock. Because I'm out of stocks. Seriously, though, some Lion Guard mages came through and bought my last batch. Nina bought...
Welcome to Ninabon's Emporium of strange and wonderful things. Oh, you must mean Monkey. Yes, he is adorably large, isn't he? I'm afraid I spoil him. Yes, it may seem odd, but it makes sense to me. From the time I could walk, I wanted a pet monkey. I pleaded and begged, but my father always refused. Monkeys are arboreal. One has to start somewhere. Monkeys are terrific. Everyone loves monkeys. And if I can't have a monkey, a lizard's the next best thing. You know, flame stalks, tasty treats. They help with indigestion. For a lizard, at least. You're not a lizard.
Aha, perfect. Say though, that's fine. Giant's toes could make a bigger gap in the seal, but they're probably hard to find here anyways. These should do the trick. Oh, absolutely. It's only one person going in anyways. Without the giant's toes, I can only open the seal so far. Sure, I just need a minute to think about how exactly to word this. Gotta...
we are too late, the implications are unthinkable for all of Alik'r. Your hope is contagious, Wayfarer. I am pleased that your road has led you here. General Thoda is not a man of faith. I cannot adequately express my gratitude. You must be careful, though. I pray that we are not too late to stop the Withered Hand, and with the same breath.
Stand back.
Into the vault. Stop them fools! Enough! Get the Ansei wards out, now!
You are not marked with the corruption of undeath, nor those that you sought to protect the wards? Praise Tuaka. That means there are still living those who oppose the menace of Nek. We sacrificed ourselves to create the wards, and through them we have protected the consecrated dead. But the wards have fallen into... I do not know. My sight is weakened, and my presence is tied to my ward. They have taken it far from here. That is why I'm... We will meet again.
That took longer than I hoped. It's hard to be patient when I know the fate of my kingdom is at... Damn it all! Thoda said Satura's sons were dangerous. That's certainly true now. With the Ansei wards, they can raise an army fast. I've done everything in my power to avoid calling on the Ashaba. But I no longer have a choice. We must have their help to recover the Ansei wards. Thank you. Most of the Ashaba live together, wandering the desert, going gods know where. Track them down, and the Ashaba often spend this season camping at Morwa's bounty to the south. God's willing, perhaps they are still there. Maria, I hope I needn't remind you to keep this quiet. Rumors will spread about the Withered Hand. Of course it will. But what am I to do? Allow my public image to endanger the kingdom?
And beetles. Behind the rocks, beetles. Around the Johads. They've overrun our camps. Anytime we approach the rain catches in the center...
Do you have a moment? It's worth your time. You there! There's gold for you if you'll lend me your time. I am a scholar of some import. Import. That is to say, I've traveled quite far. Azai at Oanak? He's my guide to Alik'r. He shows me the best routes and legend says it only appears to a chosen few. I've had to ask strangers to walk through the ruins to look for it. I appreciate the assistance from common folk such as yourself. This sword is a significant specimen of lore. Direct. There are books about this, but as you may be illiterate, I'll enlighten you. The blade of a sword singer is a physical link between ancient Yokuda and Alik'r. Navid used this particular sword to slay his... The sword singers were so disciplined they could create a spirit sword. A sword made from their very thoughts. The blade of a sword singer is a physical link between ancient Yokuda and Alik'r. That's not important to my research. With sword singer Navid and his rival dead, no one's seen the sword or had any luck amongst these ruins.
I'm glad that the Imperial has found someone else to talk to. The sword in question is a wondrous object, and Herminius Sophis believes it will appear to those who have... The magnificent scholar believes that the sword is too damaged to be used anymore. The great scholar from Cyrodiil doesn't. He wants to preserve it in a safe warehouse in Cyrodiil, where all the other artists... If not me, another would surely stand here. My advice to you is simply to look along the shore. Yes, indeed it does. It is a story. In the early days of the Ragada, a powerful Anse named Yagub led a vanguard of 13 great warriors, sword singers all. In those days, Red Guard bonds of fellowship were even stronger than they are now. One of the warriors, Navid, was strong but covetous. His dearest companion, Ilkub, had met a woman. Yes, just so. While Ilkub stood on the beach, racked with guilt, Navid fled to his tent, took up his grandest blade, and killed himself. I'm glad that the Imperial has found the sword in question. The great scholar, he wants to preserve... You must leave this place. You seek the sword, is it not so? I must tell you, take up the blade and you will see. The sword cursed are here among us already, circling like half-starved jackals. Can you not see? The curse was forged in blood and envy. I murdered my dearest friend in a jealous rage, and the blade bears that taint still. The sword cursed, yes, and they will not stop so long as you carry it. Once you fall, and fall you will. They are long dead, and thus cannot be killed, though they will sleep for a time. But the blade calls out to them, always, when they... Did you recover the sword? We must speak before you... I did not expect you would find it. Only those who are different are capable of such... Only those with the keenest senses can even see it. And only one without a soul should be able to take it from its resting place. I do not know how you lifted it unless your soul... No matter. What is your intention? A deception. I watch Herminius Sophis so he does not plunder Alik'r. No. It is a deep, ancient curse. There is darkness in that blade that even the divines would struggle to banish. Sword Singer Navid's spirit seeks to distance himself from the blade, but he is the source of its evil. He cannot keep shedding. Even if Herminius Sophis escapes the vengeful spirits, he will take the sword to Cyrodiil. However cursed this sword may be, it is still a relic steeped in our history, our heritage. That is wise. Sword Singer Navid was buried at the Lion's Tomb, though he did not deserve such an honor. It was hoped the curse would fade in time, but instead, that is for the best. Leave it. I warned you, but still you took the sword. I cannot. Do I not suffer enough? It has been centuries since I committed that. No! I cannot! I will not! This is all Alik'r's fault. His and...
Any luck finding the sword yet? I'm not surprised that you didn't find anything. It takes keen eyes and an educated...
If you've come to buy water, I apologize for the sorry state of the The water's been contaminated. To top it off, whatever's tainted the Johad seems to attract it. I do. The workers have rest camps in between the Johads. If someone brought in this poison, there may be... There are reservoirs. Even in the desert, there is moisture in the air. The rain catchers collect it and funnel it into the Johads. Almor? Where you see the heaviest work done, look for him elsewhere. This is our family's...
Jahi sent you, didn't she? That smell. It's the same that's coming up from the Johads. Is that what was in the bottle you picked up? I know. And in a way it is. Our father put me in charge of the Johads after I, returned from Sentinel. Within a fortnight, most of the Johads reeked of this musk. She has her reasons, and I respect them as I do her. It would make no difference. Only one way to know for sure. A taste test. These 3 Johads are the ones...
And to think I almost got away from the family business. Father giving it to my younger brother seemed like the... I recognize this. It's the same kind of vial my brother's wife. Ohama's a Khajiit apothecary from Sentinel. I had no quarrel with her, but if she's responsible for this, my father...
I welcome you to my father's home. Please, excuse our scandal. It is mine. A rare bug musk, used in some basmar cooking, if I... Blessed Ban! Tuwaka, I beg you keep your voice down. My father-in-law would truly turn me out if he heard such rude. Still, I would not know. Many of the workers come in and out of the house for refreshments. It is strange, but wait and listen. Outside, a woman peddles her trained lizards. Ask if her...
Greetings, Sandwalker. I can tell by that look in your eye, you know lizards. Do they speak? Of course. Did you know lizards smell with their tongues? They are quite adept. Jahi would never believe such lies. But if it's for her, I will give you a lizard for your scenting. There. Now you have it.
Can fate be changed? Do you believe in fate, my friend? What if I said I was sitting here all my life waiting for you to come? In exactly just a few moments, a windstorm will appear right over... Because it is my fate to come here and tell you this, just as it was another's fate to tell me mine, and yet another's before that. The winds gather even now. The storm will appear here any moment. When it does, you must race. Then if fate is to be believed, the winds are... It is true. It is all true. It means... what? I have much to ponder now. Do you have... But you ran against the storm. You won. You saw it. He is a good friend. But he thought this fate business was all nonsense. Yes, and every thought we think.
I have played.
An adorable lizard.
A friendly one, isn't it?
Get off me, old beast! This has gone on long enough. I don't know who you are, but if you seek the one responsible for the Johads, you do... There's no denying that some of the workers made some bad decisions. But they're not the one who orchestrated it. They were bribed to administer that poison to the... And it probably was. The man I spoke to was no Khajiit, though that is all I can say about him. Some of the workers said the payoff location was inside the house. That was before the Beatles came. After that...
I can't believe my sister thinks Ohama had something to do with this. Where is Father? I demand to talk to him. What? And Father is gone too? Do you think they've done something to him? Then whoever else was in here smells of it too. We need... Brilliant. You follow the trail...
Seems my secret is a secret no more.
Father? Are you all right?
Wasn't expecting to run into a beetle. It must have followed my scent.
You poisoned the Johads? But why?
Father, your wound.
My last wish was for the Johads to remain within the family. But it caused nothing but strife.
No, you can't die. Not now.
Listen, I wish for your happiness. Promise me, the Johads.
We will find happiness, Father. Father's dead. And for what? Some false sense of security that we won't sell the Johads? It falls to one of us to take charge of the Johads. Father always wanted Jahi to have them, but she's never wanted them. Neither of them.
This is my fault. I'm the one who wanted to sell the Johad. It falls to one of us to take charge of the Johads. Father always wanted me to have them, but I feel I'm the one who truly... Yes, I am prepared to take them. I just never thought... Well, I can't. Not after all this. It'll be hard. I've always been too hard on him. He's found a beautiful wife, and he's always cared...
You approach the camp of the Ashaba. Wait. I recognize you from Faharajad's palace. He would not listen to you. Faharajad sent you to ask for our help? Now? The nerve of this king. Well, if you seek my father, you should know I suspect it was the necromancers, the withered hand, but it is of little importance now. Come quickly then.